Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Belgium for this Cycling World Championship road race. This year's route harbours no major difficulty, but it is demanding all the same. With 3 short climbs, many rising falls flats, and 11 laps to be completed, it will require a blend of endurance and explosiveness if a rider is to have any hope of putting on the rainbow jersey. The riders will now attack a short 700-metre climb on a slope of 4.7%. Nothing too difficult for the moment, but after 200 kilometres, the effect will certainly not be the same. The final difficulty of the circuit is not very long, 1.2 kilometres at an average of 3.2%. It should, however, be decisive, because once at the top, there will only be 800 metres to the finishing line. This year's title will, no doubt, be decided there.
Riders are already being dropped at the back of the peloton. It won't be a great day for them. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
It's dead quiet for the moment. Yep, dead quiet.
The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold till the end. He's got his teammates riding full out. You're going to have to up the pace at the front. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out!
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute. The head of the race is 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Watch out for his punch. His accelerations and short climbs are powerful.
Going to be difficult for them, especially with the short climb to the line.
He's moving onto the attack. We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
5 kilometers for the breakaway. With a small climb, a stage victory is going to be complicated.
Attack at the head of the peloton. It isn't the moment to stare at each other. Breakaway over. Watch out, he's going on the attack. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out. Attack at the head of the peloton. It isn't the moment to stare at each other. We're at the foot of the final difficulty. The lead rider must not crack if he wants to be world champion.
Go, guys. You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey.
Gentlemen, here is a new one. He will climb. He's a monk. He will climb. Weekend.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hope that we play a leading role, but...
Hello and welcome to all. Welcome to the start of one of the monuments of the cycling season, the Vlaanderen Classic. It's a race for true specialists, with its narrow roads, cobblestone hills and never-ending changes of direction. This Belgian Classic only crowns a highly talented rider.
The breakaway is widening the gap. It's good for us since we've got a guy up front. The breakaway is widening the gap. It's good for us since we've got a guy up front. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go. The breakaway is widening the gap. It's good for us since we've got a guy up front. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go.
The front of the race is approaching the first two cobblestone sectors of the day. A small appetizer before getting down to the serious business in 100 kilometers or so. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
Go, guys! You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey.
First hill for the riders to climb, the Oude Kwaremont. 2,200 metres of cobblestones at 4%. Undoubtedly one of the best known of the Flemish hills. The riders will have to climb it 3 times during the day. New hill in sight, the Korte Keer, 1,000 metres at 6.4%. No cobblestones on this hill though. The riders can take advantage of a well-tarmacked road. Another hill, the Wolvenberg, only 650 metres, but an average slope of almost 8%. At the top, the riders will be straight onto a cobblestone sector that is 1,500 metres long. The front of the race now begins the ascent of the Berendries, 950 metres at 7%. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way to the finish. The riders will soon be at the Mecca of cycling, the Muur van Gerardsbergen. Now that it sits far from the finish, its role as final arbiter, climbed inside the final kilometres, no longer applies. But it remains a strategic...
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The second feed zone is in sight for the front of the race. Serious business will soon begin with a succession of closely spaced hills. Here we go again, starting with the Pottelberg, 1,350 metres on an average slope of 6.5%. Now the Canarieberg stands before the riders, 1 kilometre on an average slope of 6.5%. From the top, the riders will drop down into the town of Kloosbergen for a second ascent of the Oude Kwaremont. Now on towards the Paterberg Now it's the Paterberg. Shortest hill on the route. Only 360 metres, but also the steepest with its average slope of 12.9.
He's asked his teammates to ride you down. You're too dangerous. He'll get his team to ride behind you, but it's worth a try.
Yeah, great stuff. Come on, guys. Here we go. Ihr schafft das. Haltet euch ran. Ihr schafft das.
The riders are at the foot of the daunting Koppenberg, 600 metres at an average of 12% and a maximum slope of 22%, a real wall.
Macht Dampf, Jungs. Weiter so, Jungs. Gut schon.
being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
The race will now take to the final cobblestone sector on the route. It has the particularity of harbouring a hill that sits in the middle of the sector, the Steenbeek Dries. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. Go, guys! You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey. He's asked his teammates to ride you down. You're too dangerous.
It won't be long before the riders are at the Kruisberg, the longest hill on the route. That will lead to the Oude-Kvaremon-Paterberg sequence on which to land a killer blow before reaching the finishing line in Oudenaarde.
The breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way, lads, but watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers.
Come on, guys!
Allez, courage, on continue!
Schneller! Weiter! Los, mach doch!
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
Let's go!
At the top of the Paterberg, one man is alone up front. Given his lead, he can believe in victory. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
He's asked his teammates to ride you down. You're too dangerous. He'll get his team to ride behind you, but it's worth a try. Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
Watch out, he's going on the attack.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
Mais voilà!
Gentlemen, I want an ovation. He will climb onto the boat. Weekends. He's a week.
We really messed up this stage. We were aiming for a stage win, and we didn't even finish in the top 10. It's very disappointing.